This is unbelievable. I don't know what happened. I was just driving down the road and it just died. And now it will not come back on. Not a mechanic, so I'm not really sure what is wrong with the truck, but I know that it will not go down the road. That is the simplest form of me telling you what's wrong here. But I'm up by my house. Those silos way off in the distance. Those are Sam's, so I can walk up to Sam's house, but man, just got this fixed too, so I don't think it's the battery. Not really sure what it is. But I'm not going to be able to drive it today, that's for sure. I don't think it's just a simple jump or anything, so what do I do? I guess I'll start walking up to Sam's. I guess that's really the only reasonable option here. I mean, we could just walk over to our house. I mean, it's a bit of a walk, but what else am I doing today? Because I've got to get back there and I've got to give a mechanic a call now, which is great because that's just going to be more money out of my pocket. What's that? Is that? Well, look at that. I think that is Sam right there. It is Sam right there. Well, I'm happy I didn't walk all the way up there. Let's see what he's doing.
Hey there. Looks like you're having a rough day. Flat tire?
I wish it was that simple. I'm not really sure. I know it's not a flat tire, but I was driving down the road and she just sputtered out on me. Definitely going to need a mechanic.
Doesn't look like the most reliable workhorse. Probably time for a new one.
Yeah, well, this used to be my grandfather's, so I'm hanging on to it for sentimental value, I admit. But new farm, tight budget, just too many dollars flying out of my pocket. I don't know. Just trying to make do for now.
I hear that. Well, maybe time to just start hauling with a different one, or paying for delivery a little bit. Anyway, you heading anywhere important?
No, I'm just headed home.
Well, hop in. I can give you a lift.
Really? Man, that would be huge. Thank you so much.
No problem, bud. Always got to help out a fellow farmer. You're new around here, so I'm assuming you don't really have anyone else to call.
Yeah, just moved here a couple months ago. I took over my grandfather's old place, but he moved south, so I don't really know anyone in town yet. Still just kind of getting settled in, so people and social time is something I haven't had a lot of time for, really.
Well, you will. The farm store down in McGregor is the gathering spot here in town. Always someone to chat with down there. So, Herd, how is the grass coming along over there?
Well, it's in the ground, so there's that. I'm just trying to do hay and maybe some silage this year. I got to keep things simple when I figure out the lay of the land, you know?
Well, smart move. Hay's always reliable. You ever considered any livestock?
Maybe down the line. I'm not really sure yet. I know there's a lot of beef farmers around the UMRV, so I was hoping to maybe try and learn dairy.
Well, I'll tell you what. I might be heading to the auction later this afternoon, so they usually have a good mix of equipment down there. I know you're without wheels today, so you want to ride with me? You interested in going to an auction?
I don't know. I've never been to an auction before. It seems a bit intimidating.
Nah, not bad once you get the hang of it. Just gotta know what you're looking for and set a price limit. Plus, it's a good way to meet folks around here. Most farmers love a good auction bargain.
Alright, why not? We can go up there together. I'll check it out. I haven't been to an auction before. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's something that will benefit me. And besides, I do need to buy some equipment, so it can only help to look, right?
Sounds good to me. I'm probably gonna go. I'll let you know if I do. Alright, well, here you are.
Sam, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate you for picking me up, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that truck, but another day, another problem. Anyway, thanks a lot, and yeah, let me know.
No worries at all, Herd. Like I said, gotta help out a fellow farmer. I'll let you know if I head out to the auction. Speaking of which, if I do go, I'm looking for a trailer, and I know there's a lot of deals over there on trailers. You looking for a trailer, Herd?
No, I wouldn't know what to do with a trailer. I'm actually looking for a baler and a mower, but...
No problem. Anyway, I gotta get going. Places to be, cows to see, maybe even a bargain to snag at this auction later. I'll let you know if I go, and I'll give you a call in a little bit, Herd. See you for now.
Alright, so I did go inside, and I did give a mechanic a call. I left him a voicemail. He did not pick up his phone, so still trying to wait and see if he will. So either way, I got to get that truck off the side of the road. Whether it comes down to me taking the telehandler and a chain and dragging it, that will... For the distance that we're going, I guess that will do. But either way, I would like to kind of treat it a little bit better than that. And I don't know, Justin was telling me that I shouldn't have been towing with it. He's probably right, but like I told Sam, I don't have that much money, so I'm not going to go out and buy a new truck, that's for sure. So we're going to have to make it work somehow. Either way, I think he might be right. I think we will need a different truck. I don't know about a new one because with everything else, we really can't afford that, but... And there's a text message from Sam. He will be on his way. So I guess he's on his way over here right now, which he should be over here in a couple minutes. So let me get everything ready to go. And I guess we're headed to the auction. After a few calls to the mechanic went unreturned, I headed out to Prairie du Chien with Sam. Sam was in search of a trailer, and the more he talked about the auction, the more I got interested in getting a few things as well. The truck ride over to Manning Transportation changed me from bored and just tagging along to definitely interested and probably buying. I did still need a mower to cut this grass, and I also could use a baler as well. I was at least interested in checking out what they had over there. And in this economy, I knew I couldn't afford anything new, so buying the secondhand stuff was definitely going to save me money. As we got closer to the auction, I grew a little nervous. I'd never bid on anything before, and aside from not knowing anything about this stuff and never going to an auction, I was also bidding against farmers who'd been doing it their whole life. Some days I ask myself what I've really gotten myself into. Alright, so we're finally here, and we've got to go into the building on the left. That's where Sam just went. I think he's getting us our numbers so that we are able to bid on things today. And I'll wait for him, so then we'll go in and look at what they got. But let me get in here. Let me check in with everything. Alright, well, Sam's inside still. He told us to just head out without him, so we are going to walk through this auction quick and see what we have. And wow, I would love to get that for mowing. The problem is I would probably have to sell the entire farm, and then we'd really have nothing to mow. So we're unable to get the crone. However, it is a dream. That is a lot right there. These over here are more my speed. Could you imagine mowing the entire pasture with that? I think when I was seeding and when I was collecting stone, it felt like I was using that diameter, but either way, let's move on. Here's a couple trailers. This one might be more Sam's speed. I know he's got a smaller tractor. That will be a good find for him. Hopefully he's able to bid on that if he likes it. That one's out of question for sure, for both of us. I don't have a tractor that big either. Don't have livestock, so I don't need the horse trailer. And those trailers always come in handy. I do have one thanks to Justin, so that is nice. We're building on that. And there's a Massey Ferguson. I would love that tractor, but of course, you know, we do not have a ton of money. And the money that we do have is flying out of our pockets, and that might cost us right there, that Massey Ferguson. I like that. The baler, not the tractor. The baler would be nice to have, and we have the telehandler, so we're able to carry the big round bales as well. So I gotta see if my tractor will be able to handle that. I think it will. Anyway. Oh, and look at that. I missed that mower right there. That's a nice one right there. I like that. Now, that'll take a long time to get around the field as well, but I'm kind of expecting that because, you know, we don't have a ton of money. So we're going to have to somehow make this auction work for us. Either way, I guess I'm going to stand over here and wait for Sam because I think he's got to see this trailer. I think it'll be perfect for him, and I think I've already found the two things that I want to bid on. The auction wasn't as bad as I thought. Confusing at first, sure, but with Sam there to guide me through the process, we both ended up with a few winning bids. I also met a few farmers there, and I was able to introduce myself to people around the community a little more, which is always good for someone who doesn't know anyone in town. Farming itself is a real cooperative thing in the UMRV, and without knowing anyone in town, I'm not exactly invited to anything. So I was glad I was here. I was glad that Sam brought me along for the experience, and I was glad that I made a few contacts. It's a place I'd be back to for sure, just not exactly sure when. Money was getting tighter by the day, it seemed, and if I'm being honest, it was really starting to stress me out a little bit. Anyways, it's time to get back in the car and head home. A solid day here at the Prairie du Chien auction.
Well, Herd, what'd you think of your first auction?
Well, honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. A little confusing at first, sure, but, you know, then I started to maybe kinda understand what the auctioneer was saying.
Can't believe I actually snagged that trailer either. That was a steal.
Yeah, steal of the day, I'd say, at least between us. Hay season will be here before you know it.
You betcha. Speaking of hay season, those are some serious bids you tossed out there for that baler and mower. I'm sure you didn't get carried away?
Well, the baler needed a little work, but the price I thought reflected that, and the mower, well, let's just say it practically drove itself onto the trailer, so...
Hey, listen, the equipment was practically begging for a good home. You'll fix them up in no time, and they'll last another lifetime.
Truth be told, Sam, my heart's about to jump out of my chest. I'm not really sure if I'm making the right decisions. I spent a good amount of money at that auction just now, and I'm a little nervous about it.
Look, we both know your farm needs a few things to get started. Having a working baler and a reliable mower will make your life 10 times easier up there.
Yeah, I hope you're right, but still, seeing all those numbers on that final bid... Maybe you're right. Couldn't get any harder, right? I know that anyway, but learning all this stuff's exhausting, and, you know, you're right, the baler, the mower, it's sure gonna make things a little easier up there. I don't know. It's just a lot of money. Well, Sam, I appreciate it again. It was a lot of fun, and it was a productive day on the farm still without a truck.
No problem, Herd. I enjoyed you coming along. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Absolutely, but right now I have to figure out if anyone is going to call me back about my truck, so... Just another day, Sam.
Just another day, Herd. Good luck with your truck.